Hey, how you guys doing out there today? This is your boy Roto Beast, and I'm here to present you my MLB bankroll management and betting strategy video. If you haven't already, hey, hit my website up at www.rotobeast.net. Jump on my MLB package, covers all season plus playoffs. I'm running a special today only. If you get this package, I'm also throwing the rest of NBA season absolutely free. So don't forget to check out this package. So let's jump into what this video is about. So first, before we jump into the different contests that we're going to talk about that I focus on daily for MLB, I'm going to talk a little bit about my betting strategy. So I'm going to get started with first things first. My strategy, I run an 80-20 strategy, which means 80% cash games, 20% GPP every single night with our optimal lineup that we send out for both FanDuel and DraftKings. There is certain contests that I do definitely target. So we'll start with the GPP side of things. The kind of GPPs that I look for are GPPs that are single entries. I like to get contests that are usually under 1,000 people. I feel like I have a better advantage that way. So I definitely look at single entry GPPs like this $25 one, only 470 people. 10K. Prize pool. So I definitely like something like this. You can look at, something like, the $10 one. This is one that I get in a lot. 941 people, single entry. So I definitely like single entry GPPs. I feel like if you're going for the ones, like this one that's a $9 entry, 150 entries max. I mean, you have the snakes that are absolutely throwing in 150 lineups. It kind of takes it makes it hard for the average daily fantasy player to even have a chance when they're putting 150 lineups in and you only put one lineup in. So if you're not max entering big tournaments, stay away from them. Go to single entry tournaments. That's kind of where I'm at GPP wise. And then for cash wise, I mean, I usually just play 50-50s. I stick to stick to any of them under $10. I like $2 ones, I like $5 ones, I like $10 ones. It all adds up to the same at the end of the day. And I do like tournament 50-50s are at least 100 people in them. I don't like these small 20 people or 50 people. So I definitely target the ones that are, at least 100 people in them. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at for FanDuel. I target single entry tournaments. I target, 50-50s, $10, $5, $2. For FanDuel, for DraftKings. One that I do a lot actually is it's kind of pretty much the same thing on DraftKings that I do on FanDuel, but I'll kind of just show you the contest real quick. So one that I really like is something like this one. It's a $12 single entry, 2,400 people in it. First place is $25,000. I think that this is a really, really solid tournament. I do this tournament a lot for NBA, and I'm definitely going to be doing it for MLB as well. So tournament wise, I mean, like I said, it's the same thing. If you're not going to max enter, then just stick to single entry GPPs. And then if we're going to talk about cash games on DraftKings, these are my absolute favorite right here. I do these every single day. You got single entry $5, single entry $25. Usually they have a single entry $10 as well. I love single entry tournaments. I love single entry contests. I don't really do double ups on FanDuel just because the double ups are usually small and they're multi-entry if they're not small. But on DraftKings, they really, I really love these tournaments that are big tournaments, single entry double ups. So I do these a lot. These are ones that I really focus on. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of where I'm at, So to recap this video, FanDuel, I do single entry GPPs. I stick to $10, $5, $2, 50-50s. I just add them up, make sure I get the 80-20 strategy, which is 80% of your entries are cash games, 20% are GPPs. Perfect example, if you're playing $100, put $20 in GPPs, $80 in cash, and move on. The reason we do that is because, you know what? only the top 19% of people cash in GPP every night. So it is a little bit harder to cash. But in 50-50s, for example, on FanDuel, half of the field cashes. So all you need to do is beat half of the people, and you'll get you'll cash. 50-50s, you don't get fully double, but you get close. They do take a little bit out for the 50-50s. But yeah, so even if you don't hit those GPPs on that night, but you hit all your cash entries, you're still gonna come out profitable for the night. So that's something that I definitely recommend. Stick to the 80-20 betting strategy. Make sure that you're betting only 10% nightly. Bankroll management is absolutely humongous. One of the biggest things that people make mistakes with in daily fantasy sports is they will lose one night, so they will try to double their entries of what they usually play the next night to try to chase their losses. That's not how you play DFS. In order to play DFS successfully, you stick to a percentage. My percentage is 10-15% max of your bankroll every single night. If you stick to that, play the same amount every night, at the end of the day, you'll be a profitable DFS player. Our goal is to win at least 4 days out of a 7-day week. That makes it a profitable week for us. If we could do that at least, 3 weeks out of 4 weeks of the month, it's gonna make a profitable month for us. And that's pretty much just winning 4 days out the week. Sometimes you win 5 or 6 days, and then we're gonna have a monster week. Those happen, but you gotta kind of give yourself a baseline goal to at least be a little bit profitable with chance for upside. So yeah, make sure and stick to your 10-15% every single night. Make sure and stick to those single entry tournaments that I was telling you about. Make sure and stick to the basic 50-50 contests on FanDuel. I know they may be boring, but guess what? Hey, if the money's coming in, who cares if it's boring? So yeah, hey, that's kind of where I'm at with this video. If you got any more questions for me on my bankroll management tips or some contests that I like to target, that I like to prefer, definitely hit me with a comment below, or you can message me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at RotoBeast. Make sure and go follow me so you can kind of stay in tune what we got going on. And yeah, hey, good luck this MLB season. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'll talk to you later.